Hi, my name is Tiffy. I love the X-Men, and I'm recapping two of my favorite stories from Marvel's Voices X-Men #1, released August 16th, 2023. The Marvel Voices anthologies provide a glimpse of our favorite Marvel heroes outside of the main storylines. So these are like cute little X-Men slice of life stories that could take place any point throughout their history. Let's start with Team Building Terrors, starring two of my favorite X-Men it girls, Emma Frost and Jean Grey. This just takes place like in the early days of Krakoa. Everyone on the Quiet Council has to participate in team building exercises, which by the way, that would make me quit my job. I don't want to build a team. I just want to do my work and collect my check and go home. Emma and Jean are randomly paired together, and they literally just have to have a fun, powerless day at the Summertime Fun Times Festival in Central Park. That is a super fun girl date. It's so cute. I can't take it. Please kiss. Can we please get into how cute the art style is? They have a list of tasks, and they have to go on rides and try new foods, like the Quasco Nut Witch Dog with extra volcano sauce. Emma is complaining, of course. Jean is being a nerd, of course. And they're both getting like these harmless little jabs at each other because they're not saying things out loud, but they're both psychic. They can read each other's minds. It is very cute, I'm sorry. And then a giant teddy bear attacks. Remember, these are just fun and cute little stories. And our girls have to work together to fight him. Jean calling Emma bossy. You're flirting. He's flirting, just kiss. And then they use the combined powers of their big, beautiful brains to get the magical bear's puppeteer his very own Quasco Nut Witch Dog with extra volcano sauce. Cause he was just hangry, and that's why he made a gigantic magical evil bear, and I get that. And then they saunter off, knowing that they're two of the baddest bitches to ever do it. Now let's get into chirotherapy, which features Storm and Iceman having a fun little spar moment on a Rocco. Not me perfectly matching the page. They're just having fun. Bobby is imitating Storm, Iceman, himbo of the elements, which to me is super cute. I think that all himbos should just embrace it, because himbos are great. Storm calls him out, and she's like, please, no. My life is hard enough without bad impressions of me. Also, the amount of discourse on Twitter about Storm and this force field. Bobby points out the many times in their history where Storm has dog walked him, and she's like, okay, well, I'm about to do it now. They're both talking shit. It's just, it's just funny. It's a little hee hee ha ha. And they're throwing all of this ice and cold and wind at each other. I really got to give it up to the artistic team. It looks amazing, and I love the way that they are doing Storm's hair. Please give texture, give life. We don't have to go back to the mohawk ever, really. Very easily, one of the best lines is Bobby saying, one of us is a gay icon, and Storm being like, and the other is you, ma'am. They ultimately end up at Big Daddy Duke's for some drinks, and Storm gives Bobby a really affirming moment that is really great. He's like, when did you know about me? And she's like, well, I knew that you were great pretty early on. And he's like, no, that's not what I mean. And then she goes, that's my answer. And Bobby asks Storm a very important question. Who is the better kisser, T'Challa, Forge, or Logan? We don't get an answer. But do we want a video on it? Because I definitely have opinions. And that's just 2 of the 6 stories in Marvel's Voices X-Men #1. You'll see some beautiful Pride stories, some Jubilee, some Gambit, some Charles. And I highly recommend supporting these artists and writers and picking up this one shot. I'll see you next time. Bye.